with my soul.
The death of Albert Ojwang, a 31-year-old teacher and blogger in police custody on June 8, 2025, shook Kenya. In response, Homa Bay Governor GLADYS WANGA built a house for his parents, with President William RUTO and RAILA Odinga donating millions. But here's the question: would these leaders have supported Ojwang's family if he hadn't died? Today we dive into why these gestures were reactive, not proactive, and what they mean for Kenyans and those watching our political trends.
His last words were, "I love you, see you soon." So seeing him soon here or even in the mortuary it really broke me. But he has always told me to be courageous, so I just want to stand strong for the sake of our son.
After Albert Ojwang's tragic death, Homa Bay Governor GLADYS WANGA, a key ODM leader, pledged a 1.5 million Kenyan shilling two-bedroom house for his parents in Kokwanyo village, completed by July 2025 for his burial. President William RUTO, whose administration faced blame for the incident, donated 2 million Kenyan shilling. RAILA Odinga, now part of a broad-based government with RUTO, gave 1 million Kenyan shilling. These contributions, alongside funds from Kenyans, were framed as support for the family's funeral and future. But why did these high-profile leaders step in? Let's look closer.
I came here today also with a message of condolence from Baba, who already spoke with the family and also, sent support. We came with the message of condolence for His Excellency the President, who also spoke to the family and have also sent their support and condolences. And we would just like to say that we are sad, we are broken. We want justice for the late Albert Ojwang. It is sad, it should not happen, it must never happen. It has happened, but it is unfortunate.
The key to understanding these gestures lie in one fact. There is no evidence that WANGA, RUTO, and RAILA had any plans to support Ojwang's family before his death. Albert's death in police custody with an autopsy revealing assault as the cause sparked nationwide protests and accusations of police brutality under RUTO's government. The Kenya Human Rights Commission reported 160 extrajudicial killings or disappearances in 2024, making Albert's case a flashpoint. Without this tragedy and the public outcry that followed, would these leaders have noticed his family? The answer is almost certainly no. These actions were reactive, triggered by the incident's national attention.
Namshukuru Rais kwa kuchukua kijana wangu Albert Omondi kama kijana wake na kuhisi kuona kitu, sababu wengi wameaga dunia jana, hata juzi, hata wiki jana, lakini alichagua kuchukua mzigo huo kama wake ili akaweze kusema pole kupitia kwa simu yangu.
Albert's death put immense pressure on Kenya's leaders. Protests in Nairobi, Kisumu and Mombasa, coupled with trending hashtags like Justice for Albert on X, demanded accountability. For WANGA, building the house in her ODM stronghold Homa Bay was a way to show solidarity with her constituents while aligning with the RUTO-RAILA handshake of March 2025, which formed a broad-based government. RUTO's 2 million Kenyan shilling donation, despite his administration role in the controversy, aimed to deflect criticism, though some on social media called it a hollow gesture. RAILA's 1 million Kenyan shilling reinforced his influence as ODM leader. These moves were strategic, addressing public anger while navigating the delicate balance of their political alliance.
Ambayo wamepoteza mtoto wao wa kipekee. They only had one child, Albert, and that child today is no more. Not because he got an accident, not because he was sick, but because a rogue police officer somewhere decided not to follow due process and the law and to take the law into their own hands and murder Albert. We are very sad with the family and as a people. And we join Kenyans in this sadness and in calling for justice for Albert.
So, who was Albert Ojwang? A 31-year-old teacher and blogger from Homa Bay, Albert was respected but not a prominent public figure. He wasn't a celebrity or political heavyweight whose family would typically attract high-profile aid. His social media post accusing Deputy Inspector General Eli Lagat of corruption led to his arrest and death. Without the tragedy and the protests it ignited, his family would likely have remained outside the spotlight of leaders like WANGA, RUTO, or RAILA. This underscores the reactive nature of their support. No prior connection or plan existed.
Nimekuja hapa kwa niaba yangu kama governor wa Homa Bay, familia yangu na watu wote wa Homa Bay kusema pole sana.
Saa hii sasa ninabeba mwili wa mtoto wangu kurudi naye nyumbani.
Huu ujumbe wangu ungewafikia wale wanaochukulia kwa mzaha kumwaga damu, ambao hawana uwezo wa kutengeneza, ya kwamba haitaleta amani.
In Kenya, especially Luo communities like Homa Bay, leaders often provide material support during funerals, particularly for high-profile or controversial deaths. WANGA's house ensured dignity for Albert's burial on July 4, 2025, reflecting cultural norms. But the timing and scale of the gestures, coupled with RUTO and RAILA donations, suggests political motives too.
We have seen the progress that has been made in terms of bringing people to court and charging them. But Kenyans are looking for who orchestrated the murder, who came up with the murder, who orchestrated it, who did it. And those are the people we want to see facing the full force of the law. In times like this, you even wish it was an eye for an eye because of the sadness that we feel as a people in this home.
The RAILA-RUTO handshake created a unified front, and these actions help calm tensions in a volatile moment. Yet, activists point out they don't replace justice, which the family and Kenyans still demand through ongoing IPOA investigations.
This culture of forgive and forget and move on, we must say as a country, never again. Never again. If we are to build a country that respects humanity.
Kuona kwamba wanachukua damu ya maisha ya wenzi wao na kumwaga damu ili wabakie katika hali yao na kuficha uovu wao, basi wajue kwamba watabaki na heshima, watabaki na utajiri na sifa za aina yote, lakini hawatakuwa na amani katika maisha yao.
The house from WANGA and the millions from RUTO and RAILA were born out of tragedy, not prior intent. Albert Ojwang's death, a stark reminder of police impunity, forced Kenyan leaders to act not out of pre-existing care for his family, but in response to public outrage and political necessity. As Kenyans, we must ask, are these gestures enough, or do they distract from the fight for justice? Share your thoughts in the comment section below.